I know you know where they are, so tell me, before I do some damage you won't walk away from.
Do it right. Sometimes you do it wrong and you prove them right. But through whose eyes you was wrong when you lose a life? Sometimes you lose it all. It's like you threw the dice and realize that you was off. Listen, do it right. Sometimes you do it wrong and you prove them right. But through whose eyes you was wrong when you lose a life? Sometimes you lose it all. It's like you threw the dice and realize that you was off. Longevity in life, people. That's the goal, stay the course. You are now tuned in to the Evolved Energy Podcast. This is where we push positivity through strength and evolution. I am your host, Twyce. Hope we're all feeling that positive vibe today. Negative thoughts out the window. We pushing forward. In today's episode, I want to talk about something that happens to a lot of people without them even realizing it. That rat race. Wake up, go to work, come home, pay bills, go to sleep, wake up and do it all over again. And somewhere in between all of that, you forgot what you wanted. You forgot what excited you. You forgot the business you wanted to start, the trip you wanted to take, the book you wanted to write, the shape you wanted to get into, the life you once pictured for yourself. Responsibilities, yep, they're real. Bills are real. Work is real. But your dreams are real too. And today I want to remind somebody, don't get so busy making a living that you forget to build a life. Let's get into it. So how do people get trapped in this rat race? Because it doesn't usually happen overnight. It happens slowly. You get a job, then responsibilities increase. Then the bills get bigger. Then your time gets smaller. And eventually, you start telling yourself, I'll do it later. I'll start next year. I'll get serious when things calm down. But life doesn't always calm down. Sometimes you have to make room for the things that matter. Because if you keep waiting for the perfect time, 10 years can disappear. A dream delayed long enough eventually becomes a memory. And those are the facts. See, there's nothing wrong with working hard. Let me be clear. There's absolutely nothing wrong with working. There's nothing wrong with providing for your family, obviously. There's nothing wrong with having a career. I believe in work ethic. I believe in responsibility. I believe in handling your business. But there's a difference between working to support your life and allowing work to become your entire life. See, your job can fund the dream. It doesn't have to replace the dream. Use your job as a tool. Don't let it become your identity. Remember who you were before the bills started piling up. Think back for a minute, before all the responsibilities. What did you want to do in life? What were your goals? What did you dream about? What was your dream job? What made you feel alive? See, sometimes adulthood makes people practical to the point where they stop dreaming altogether. They get used to that rat race, and their enthusiasm with life kind of goes a little bit lower. It falls to the wayside. But that younger version of you might have known something important. Maybe you wanted freedom. Maybe you wanted your own business. Maybe you wanted to create something. Maybe you wanted to travel around the world. Maybe you wanted to help people, be a good Samaritan. Maybe you wanted to be in the best shape of your life. Whatever it was, ask yourself, did I change my dream, or did I just get too busy to pursue it? There's a difference. We all get stagnated and forget about what drives us, what makes us happy. And there's a lot of us that do that go through that. Fortunately for myself, I've always looked at a dream job. What will make me the happiest without any stress work-wise? And I've always tried to find something that can fit me while I was working. I've always tried to focus on something that made me happy that can also make me money for the rest of my life. But it's extremely hard. So my key point in all of this, just don't forget about you. You still have potential to work on that dream. You just gotta focus. Now, money is important, but time is more valuable. People spend years chasing money, myself included. And listen, money matters. We need it. But there's something more valuable than money, and that's time. You can lose money and make it back. You cannot make another Tuesday. You cannot buy another year of your life. So while you're chasing that next dollar, make sure you're also protecting your time. Protect time for your health. Protect time for your family. Protect time for your peace. And protect time for your dreams, most importantly. Money can replace things. It cannot replace time. Those are the facts. See, your dream doesn't have to start big either. People just think, I want to be a superstar. I want to be the best athlete in the world. No, think realistically. Start on a smaller scale. Here's where people mess up. They think pursuing a dream means quitting their job tomorrow. No, that's not what I'm saying. Start small. Give your dream 30 minutes a day, an hour on the weekend. Learn the skill, make the phone call, write the page, record the episode, build that website, go to the gym, save money. Take one step at a time. You don't have to escape the rat race overnight, but you do have to stop standing still. You need to start thinking about it, because before you know it, time has passed you by and you didn't know where that time went. See, you don't need a giant leap, but you do need direction. You need to hone in on that and say, okay, let me focus on my direction and what I want to build towards. That's very key. See, comfort, it can become a cage. One of the most dangerous things in life is getting comfortable with a life you don't actually want. And there's a lot of us doing that on this planet Earth. Because comfort can look like security. You know the routine. You know the paycheck. You know what tomorrow looks like. But deep down, you know there's more in you. That feeling matters. Don't ignore it. Fear will tell you to stay comfortable. Discipline will tell you to prepare. Wisdom will tell you not to be reckless. But your purpose will keep reminding you you were meant to do more than survive. You're just surviving now, collecting that check every week. That's one pet peeve of mine. I can't stay somewhere that I know isn't good for me, or I know I can't elevate. Now, my problem, it's while I'm working, it's not even a problem. It's my drive never stops. So while I'm working, I'm always thinking about my dream and my elevation and my purpose in life. And sometimes it gets me mad because it doesn't move fast enough. But as long as I'm building towards it, I'm okay. But there's certain stints in life where I was just working and I got caught up in the rat race and I'm not thinking about, wait a minute, this isn't what I want to do. And then I snap right back into who Twyce is. And then I start thinking about my dream and my elevation again. So there's not many times where I'm not thinking about me and what I want to do in life. That's my mantra. I have to, while I'm working and making a living, I also have to build the life that I want so I can be comfortable. Put it this way. The boss that you're working for, you're contributing to his dream, which is fine. He put his dream together, or she put their dream together. And now you're part of that dream because you're helping making it happen by working for that person. So in the grand scheme of things, you're contributing to someone else's dream. A lot of us are doing that. But you have to slow down and then think, well, what about my dream? I also have a dream. I also have a purpose that I want to fulfill in life. And you got to go for it. Time passes by fast, so you got to listen to it. Listen to the time, too. Listen to the times we're in. They're moving so fast. Before it felt like when we were a kid, summers lasted forever. Now, summer starts and you're already like, wow, where'd the summer go? It's already September, October. Fall's coming. So I'm telling you, time is moving really, really fast. And you got to notice it. Don't forget about your dream. All right, so fitness teaches the same lesson, okay? And this is another reason why I love fitness. See, fitness teaches you that change requires action. You can want a stronger body all day. You still have to train to get it. You can want better health. You still have to change your habits to achieve it. Dreams work the same way. Wanting is not enough. We can dream all day. This is what we want. We can write it down. But at some point, you have to move. You have to sacrifice. You have to become uncomfortable. And you have to stay consistent long enough to become somebody different. The life you want will require habits the life you have may not. So you have to figure that out. And you got to push through. See, most of us are working to get through to the weekend. We have to stop living for the weekend. A lot of people spend Monday through Friday wishing their life away. They hate Monday. They survive Tuesday. They drag through Wednesday. They wait for Friday. Then Sunday night comes and they're miserable again. Think about that. If you're constantly waiting for 2 days out of 7 to feel alive, something needs to change. I'm not saying every day has to be a vacation. I'm saying your life should contain something you're excited to wake up for. Don't build a life you constantly need a weekend to escape from. And that's a lot of us, me included sometimes. You know, while I'm working, I'm like, all right, I got 2 more days before I can, get up out of here and focus on what I need to focus on. That's good and bad. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. But at the same time, I'm kind of wishing those 2 days away, those 2 shifts away, which is in return, that's a whole 48 hours you're just trying to get through. And you're not taking the time to feel those 48 hours and to live in those moments. And those are I don't care if it's an hour, but 48, 2 days to wish away, that's a lot. And we have to slow down. Every day, put some time towards that dream instead of wishing it away. Especially when you get to the weekend and you don't do nothing towards that dream, to work towards that goal. Oh, it defeats the purpose wishing that time away. What are you wishing that time away for? So you can go on the couch and watch your favorite shows and be miserable again in 2 days? It's insane to me. And a lot of us are trapped in that, unfortunately. So listen, I love preaching about the calm, disciplined warrior character. See, the calm, disciplined warrior doesn't run from responsibility. He handles it. But he also refuses to abandon his purpose. He understands patience. He understands planning. He understands sacrifice. He doesn't make reckless moves because he's frustrated. He creates a strategy. He saves, he learns, he builds, he moves in silence. And every day, he gets a little closer to freedom. See, the warrior doesn't escape his responsibilities. He builds beyond them. All right? So let's take control of our lives, focus on our dreams, what we're here for, what's going to make us happy every day instead of waking up miserable. Let's focus on that, ladies and gentlemen, because it's important, especially for our happiness. Weekly challenge, my evolutionaries. See, this week I want you to ask yourself one question. What dream have I been putting off? Not what somebody else wants for you. What do you want? Write it down, then take one real step towards it this week. One phone call, one application, one workout, 1 hour of research, one page, $1 saved, whatever it is. Do something that proves to yourself that the dream is still alive. And listen, there's nothing wrong with working hard, but work should serve your life. Your life shouldn't disappear inside your work. Don't wake up one day at 60, 70, or 80 years old and realize you spent your entire life building somebody else's dream while yours sat untouched. Handle your responsibilities, pay your bills, take care of your family, but keep something for yourself. Keep building, keep dreaming, and keep evolving, because you are not put here just to punch a clock, pay bills, and repeat. You have a life to live, and realize that. And if there's still something inside you telling you there's more, listen to it. Get out of the mental rat race first. Then start building your way towards the life you actually want. One of my favorite sayings in life: I work to live. I don't live to work. And that's real. So with that being said, fuel your body, focus your mind, evolve your life. And remember, nothing's going to change if you don't change it. This is the Evolved Energy Podcast. Peace and progression.